Hi, welcome back. Have you ever been in a situation where you finished something or you were afraid to finish something because you didn't know because of the unknown of what was next? This video is for you. Hi, I'm Sandy. Well, I just finished my bachelor's degree, and when you're a full-time student, when you are no longer a student because you graduated, you have so much more free time. So I have had other things built in, which is why I was so busy all the time, because I wanted to make sure that when I got to this point that there was a choice. And I have many options to choose from. I have more than many options, and I could fill it all back in and be busy again. But I don't want to be addicted to busy. I want to see what happens when I pause and give myself space. I'm going to add a couple things, but not to the level of busy. Not again. Well, I'm going to try really hard not to. My goal is to just sit on pause. If I got to sit in the unknown, I'm going to sit in the unknown on pause. My previous video, on fear of finishing, which is right there, I talk about the power of space and pausing. When you're goal oriented and you finish a goal, if you finish a lot of goals, I've actually been finishing a lot of goals. Like I set out 4 years ago that I'm in this beautiful little bubble right now that everything works and I don't have to work as much. But in 3-ish years, if I don't have things all figured out, it's gonna be tricky. We're not gonna get there. So that's why it's so easy for my masculine energy to go, 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 and be busy to make sure that that doesn't happen. But in doing that, I've realized that I obliterated my feminine energy. Locked her up in a box and said, see you in 8 years. Well, realized that that's not what I want. So I've learned that the feminine energy is a lot better in pause or space or both. So I've ignored, kept her in a box, locked up for a lot of these last 4 years, and now I'm letting her out. I'm letting her out. So I really want to explore that. And I think to do that is to live. I'm going to do at least a month and a half till the end of the year. It's the middle of November on pause. I'm choosing not to fill the space with something else. I have plenty of things that I already am committed to that I've had to squeeze in and shove in and try to get done around school. School's not there. It's pretty glorious. So now I'm purposely not having to, because when I went through my divorce process, I had to only take one day at a time. And maybe that's a great way to live. Maybe I'll get there. Maybe that's what this pause will all be about. Now I actually get to choose what I want to do every day. Well, mostly. So sometimes for somebody with ADHD, being able to choose what to do with a whole day of freedom can be daunting. And then you just, screw it, I'm just going to watch TV all day. No, I'm trying to find, but then you can't overhaul your entire life and change. Well, I guess maybe some people can, but that's a lot of changing all at once. Just the fact that I'm not doing school anymore, that's a big change in and of itself. So I promised myself I'd only do little changes. Like last night, after I watched TV in the kitchen, you want to see how that happened, check out this video. It was pretty hilarious. Best idea I've ever had, though. Helps to not fall asleep on the couch that way. I've wanted to read every word on the page for the last 4 years. I'm just picking at everything. You're not. And then I heard doing graduate work, you have to read books a week. I'm drowning on a 24-page research article, and we're sitting there picking. I hate having to pick apart an article or having to get the gist of a book. That does not work in my ADHD brain. It does not work. I want to finish. Oh, no. It makes me crazy. I can't function like that. My brain does not like that. Those are the things I'm talking about. All the things that I don't want to do. I don't want to read like that. So last night I was sitting in the kitchen and I made a promise, or at least my goal is to, when I leave the kitchen at night, is to go upstairs to go to bed. That's the only way I think that I have a chance on going to bed consistently at a similar time. So, sitting in the kitchen, because the chair in the kitchen is not comfortable. So, I'm like, what new fun thing can I do tonight? I can read an actual physical book instead of reading it on my phone or my computer. I can read a physical book word for word. I know it's novel. It's a great idea. Finishing has been so joy filled, even to the fact that during the recording of this video, I got a phone call. And normally I'd have to say no, but I got to say yes. I just said yes just because I could. Isn't that great? This is one of those moments that if my brother would ever call me, he'd be like, oh, so what were you drinking or smoking before this? Nothing. I'm just happy. My feminine energy is like, woohoo! I can do whatever I want. I don't have to say no to everything anymore. Oh man. I'm really liking life on pause right now. I have no clue what's happening next. But hey, I don't care. It's so much more fun than being so stuck to. I mean, again, I'm a rule follower. I do like some structure is helpful, but saying yes to something randomly that's going to happen in 3 hours, why not? Oh my goodness. So I guess that proves the power of pause right there. I don't know. I'm having a lot of joy in this pause. So if you have the opportunity, I know a lot of people may not have a extensive opportunity like I have. Thank God that I do. This is a gift. I knew that from the beginning that this was going to be a gift once I got the scary part out of the way and I got divorced. And I noticed that the ship was still sailing. And then I worked myself. I was so busy. Every hour was accounted for and then some. There was no breathing room. None. Zero. I got here. And you can too. So I'm thinking about doing a 21-day Power of Pause challenge. But only people are interested. If you're interested in just giggling for no reason for Power of Pause, below in the comments. If you want to see some other videos, check out over here. If you want to see more encouraging videos, check out here.